Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today, we're reviewing the brand new Jack Daniel's Coy Hill Barrel House 8 2024 special release. America. Jack Daniel's Coy Hill Barrel House 8 is a single barrel offering from the Jack Daniel's Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. Shout out to Dwayne and Zoe Clow for getting an extra one of these SOBs and offering it to me for less monies than I would have to spend if I were to get it elsewhere. This particular Coy Hill was barreled on September 4th, 2013 and then bottled on August 7th, 2024. Making it just under 11 years old. It is barrel number 24-07267. Limited bottle number CHBH8000873 and rings in at 125.1 proof, 62.55% ABV. You can register your bottle at jackdaniels.com. These come in 700 milliliter bottles, which is a bit of a deviation from the standard 750s. This exceptional whiskey from Coy Hill, the highest point at Jack Daniel Distillery, is aged on the middle floors of Barrel House 8, delivering a distinct taste and well-rounded flavor at a wide range of proofs. The original Jack Daniel's Coy Hill release was another single barrel offering, but they were aged at the peak, the tippy top, the crow's nest, the top floors of the Coy Hill rickhouses. And those babies were hazardous material at like 140 plus proof. Fast forward 1 year, 375 ml bottles, and they were even higher proof. But instead of single barrels, they were small batched. This year, nothing hazmatic about them. They're a little bit lower proof because they were picked from the lower floors of the rickhouse. By the way, if you're into Green River single barrels, I have a Green River single barrel and a Ben Holiday 1 barrel. A single barrel, dropping to Patreon this Friday, November 8th. Link to Patreon in the description below. Going in for a nose of this 2024 special release. Yep. Purple. It smells like high proof purple. It smells like dates and cherries got mushed together and then a bunch of sweetener was added to them. Then you added in a little bit of artificial grapeness, a little bit of artificial grape flavoring, and you just mushed it into a little cube, and you made the world's very first 125 proof bubblegum. Because this is grapey. A lot of times that grapey note is the oak. This is the oak in like a candied form, which I definitely enjoy. Some definite barrel influence on here. You can almost pick up on the nose, the inside of the barrel. And then there's like a strawberry vanilla syrup, or like a strawberry vanilla oil. Spoiler alert, I did get a sample of Coy Hill Barrel House 8 from Jack Daniels that I put in a blind flight against King of Kentucky 2024 and Russell's Reserve 15. That flight is in a video, and I'll put the link to that right there. Were there some surprise results in that bourbon skirmish? I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, there was. First taste of this particular single barrel, Coy Hill Barrel House 8, down the hatch. Wow. Wow. That's my first sip of whiskey for the day. And it is, wow, right in the jugular. Wow. I didn't even have anything to warm up with. That was like my mouth was a 300-pound gymnast doing a floor routine without stretching. Now that we've properly warmed up the palate, let's go ahead and taste it again, but this time without the oops. Jeff Goldblum, second sip. 125 proof, still hits hard. It's like a creme brulee flavored Coy Hill race fuel that just burns rubber right down the middle of your tongue, but leaves this oily residue all over the palate of the incredible Jack Daniel's flavors. If you enjoy that Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey profile and you want it amped up to 1,000, all the barrel proof offerings, and especially these limited releases, either the Rise or the Tennessee whiskeys, they're gonna be directly up your alley. It is just an explosion of Jack Daniel's flavors as soon as it touches the palate. Like if the Hindenburg balloon, the one that exploded, tragically, was filled with Coy Hill Jack Daniels whiskey instead of hydrogen. And then as soon as it hit the mouth, boom, it's like an extremely dangerous whiskey airship. Tons of fruits, tons of red and purple candies, super oily and viscous. From the front of the palate to the back, it's a tasting wonder. It's absolutely phenomenal. Just when you think it's all fruits and candies, some handmade charred Jack Daniels barrels work their way in and raise their hand and say, "Excuse me, I will not be ignored." Bam! I love it. 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 That classic red wine Jack Daniels finish that I get, which is apparently because of the yeast, is ever present in this particular single barrel and was very notable on the previous single barrel that I had as well, the sample version. Final sip. Jack Daniels whiskey, once it gets to that 10, 11, 12 year mark, phenomenal. At barrel strength, super phenomenal. Although I believe I enjoyed the small batch and the original Coy Hill a little bit more, those being some of the absolute best whiskeys I've ever tasted. This isn't quite those, not quite on that level, but still a remarkable sipping experience and something that I am so happy that I have, and so looking forward to how it develops as we taste through this 700 milliliters. Today, Jack Daniel's single barrel special release Tennessee Whiskey Coy Hill Barrel House 8 receives a score from me of 9.0. It's exceptional, bordering on some of the best stuff I've ever had. This will be in the running for Whiskey of the Year. I know Russell's 15 will have something to say about that, but Coy Hill will not go down without a fight. And that's where we end this video tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment down below. Over the past few years, have you been able to taste any of the Coy Hill releases, whether it be the first single barrel offering, the small batch, or the Barrel House 8? Have you been able to taste them? And if so, do you agree that Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey from Coy Hill at barrel strength is some of the best whiskey on the planet? Or do you think it's overrated? We're going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey, like I always say. Keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on testing yourself in so many other avenues of what you do. I consider myself a professional taster. That's just what I do for a living. I taste bourbons and spirits, and I review them and critique them, and I have to keep myself in tip-top shape. So, when Mountain Dew releases their yearly mystery flavor, I always buy it. And then I pour it into a Glencairn, and I nose it, and I taste it, and I ask myself, can I pinpoint this flavor? Yesterday I did that with my wife. We poured it into some glasses and tried to guess the flavor. How close were we? We came pretty damn close. We didn't nail it 100% specifically what the 2024 mystery flavor is, but I impressed myself with being so close. I won't spoil what the mystery flavor was or what I thought it was, but I just thought it was fun to do and something to keep, you know, my practice up. If this isn't something you look forward to every year, then maybe give it a shot. By yourself. The Voodoo, I get the 0 calorie because, you know, ripped my pants yesterday because I was too fat.